Hey everybody, what's going on? Danny Koker, AKA The Count. Let's talk a little bit about the episode of Counting Cars that you may have just watched on History. If you missed it, look it up, man. Look it up, because I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the behind the scenes stuff of this particular episode. This particular episode was, I would say, really focused a lot on paint, although a whole lot more went on. Let's first talk about the Harley Trike. We did a beautiful Harley Trike for a couple. The Trike was great. They brought us a fantastic Trike that was in beautiful mint condition, just straight out of the get-go on it. So there really wasn't a lot to do to the Trike itself. The gentleman wanted to change the bars on it for more comfortable riding position. For those of you that spend time in the wind, that spend time riding, riding position is everything. If you're not comfortable, you're not having a good day, you're not having a good time. For those of you that know, it's not just a matter of unbolting handlebars and bolting on handlebars. There's a lot of wiring involved, and you got to extend the wiring because all the controls are up in there and everything. There's some work involved in that. So Shannon made all that happen. But then it got down to paint, and when we originally got the Trike, it was just black. And they really wanted it to pop. They wanted it to be different. They wanted it to stand out. So kudos to Ryan and the whole paint team for going off on this Trike. It was beautiful combinations of retaining a lot of the black and adding blue and different shades of blue to it. A lot of scallop vibe to it, a lot of great pinstriping in it, contrasting colors that just all complement it. It makes the Trike look completely different. There's a lot of Harley Trikes out there, but this one stands out over and above. So much work in it that when this Trike is sitting out with other bikes, it definitely is going to stand out. It came out fantastic. So, my hat's off again to Ryan and his paint team on that. And, and of course, Shannon just going through the bike and making sure it was ready to go. Came out wonderful. I'm always proud of my team. My team is fantastic. That leads me to the other part of this episode. This was unusual. It was really unusual for us. 1973, GMC pickup truck. Square body GMC pickup truck, 1973. The build on this vehicle was commissioned by a gentleman who had tragically lost his son in a really unusual and tragic way. I guess there's no better way to say it. I mean, he was hit by a train. Not in a vehicle, not at a crossing, but it's my understanding the circumstances are, kind of a wooded area where trains move pretty fast, and you really don't hear what's going on. You really can't hear it. I guess there's been some accidents or something there. Anyways, it was a tragic loss, and the father wanted to, pay homage, pay respect to his son with this truck. His son was a good guy. He was worked with the suicide prevention hotline type of thing. Good young man, and it just a bizarre and tragic loss in that way. So, anyways, his father wanted to do something for his son in honor of his son, and the truck is kind of has an ulterior motive too as well. It's kind of designed to make people strike up conversations. Wherever the truck goes, it's the type of thing that it's going to make people ask questions about the truck, which is what the father wanted, because he really wants to promote train safety awareness. So he's looking to strike up conversations with people. So apparently his son was very much into like medieval stuff. So that's the vibe we went with on this truck. The truck needed a lot before we got down to the fun stuff. There was a lot of metal fabrication. The truck had a lot of rust in places on it. So we had to do a lot of metal fab to make it 100% steel, rust-free, no mud type of truck. We updated all the suspension on it. We updated all the brakes on it. We put a brand new crate engine, big block 454 in it. We backed it up with a turbo 400 trans, put modern air conditioning in it, modern stereo, beautiful, beautiful, all modern, updated, gorgeous interior, big console in it, monster stereo in it, gauges, all the goodies. And then it really got down to the paint team. When you think about insane paint jobs and medieval and dragons and all that kind of stuff, it's right up Horny Mike's alley. So Horny Mike was the team leader on the paint on this truck, right down to the crazy hood, man. The thing had a cowl inducted hood and cut in 2 intakes on the sides of the cowl inductions on the hood to mimic what might be nostrils, so that the whole hood would be done in a dragon's head theme with nostrils, fire-breathing nostrils and everything out of it. Really cool stuff. So he headed up the artwork on this truck, did the layout on this truck, did most of the general artwork on this truck. I'm also blessed with another gentleman that you don't see very often on the show, but his name is Nick Lee. Mike would come in and would do like some general layouts and some general mural artwork on the truck. And then he would take a break. He'd go home, call it a night. Nick Lee would come in and look at the truck, and Nick Lee would start adding details to things and going around with it as well. And then he would call it a night. And then Ryan would come in and Ryan would look at stuff. And Ryan would start adding more artwork and more details, more things to it. Then Mike would come back around and he would see what more got done, and then he would do more to it. And these 3 guys would just keep taking shifts on this truck all the way around until this truck was just crazy in amazing artwork. And it is definitely a conversation piece. It will strike up a conversation wherever it goes. So it's served its purpose quite well in that. And I can't give enough credit to my team. My metal shop, fantastic job on getting rid of the rust and making that truck all steel. Interior, Ghetto Bob. Stereo, Ghetto Bob. Gorgeous. Mechanical team with the big block and everything, fantastic. But it was the paint guys that made this truck, you know, what it is. It's truly insane. I think my favorite stuff on the trike was the more you stare at it, the more you find. You know, Ryan likes to hide all kinds of goodies, layers of stuff, and stuff you don't even see until the light hits it just right. That was some of my favorite stuff on the trike. I think on the pickup truck, my favorite part on it was how Mike decided to incorporate the son who had passed away, decided to incorporate his image in the driver's door graphic of, like, you know, a medieval knight warrior. It was actually the sun. And he incorporated that into the paint job on his truck. And that was heavy. And the tailgate on the truck was also a really amazing piece that I think was probably one of my favorite things on the truck. That was a really heavy piece as well. You know, we're always honored here at Counts Customs to make customers' dreams come true to the best of our ability, you know. Building motorcycles, building cars, building trucks, building hot rods, whatever for people, and you know, making them happy is it's great. It makes us very happy. To build a vehicle like the truck that has a bigger purpose in life, so to speak, you know, we're honored to be able to do that for folks. I hope that truck will definitely spark a lot of conversations and a lot of good positive conversations in memory of that young man, and an awareness for train safety awareness, man. It's just, it's got a big purpose. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was definitely, each episode we do is definitely fun. And another thing about doing Counting Cars, the television show, it's not like we sit down here in the shop and we work on an episode. That's not how it works here. We're working all the time here in the shop. There are a whole lot of us in the shop. And there is, a complete motorcycle department, and a complete upholstery department, a complete metal fab department, and a body shop department, and a paint department. And it's a giant anthill, man, that's going all the time. It's got a life of its own. So just so you guys understand, when you watch an episode of Counting Cars, it's because we're blessed with an amazing production team. Director, producers, camera guys, audio guys, production assistants, everything, that are here at my place every day from morning till night with us every day. This incredible production team, which has been with us since day one of Counting Cars, is just part of this insane anthill of people and work going on. So there is shooting going on in different departments all the time, catching all the action. And it's not until it all ends up in an edit bay and gets put together that it becomes an episode. So when I say we have fun doing these episodes, it's not like we just say, okay, let's do an episode and it's going to be this, this, and this. We don't even know what it's going to be. It just happens, and it's real. What we do here is very real. The cars are real, the people are real, the stories are real. It's real, and it just happens. So it was a great episode. It came together wonderfully in an edit bay after everything had been shot along the way. And that's just how we do it. So I hope you all enjoyed it. We certainly enjoy bringing it to you. We're so blessed to be able to do what we do here, and we're thankful that you guys enjoy it. I want to encourage you guys again to subscribe to the Counts Customs YouTube channel, because I want to keep bringing you cool stuff and sharing with you some honest behind the scenes stories. In the meantime, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time very soon.